Well, welcome. We're here with Country 101 with Seleen McAllister.
Hello everyone.
Seleen's come up to play the Caloundra Powerboat Club for the Spring Hay run that happened this morning. We saw the trucks off this morning.
Yes.
So your set was amazing, but then
thank
your
you.
set's always amazing.
Thank you.
So just tell us a little, for those viewers that may not know who you are.
Yep.
How did you, when did you start singing? How did you end up being here in the country genre?
Well, my mum and dad were both born in Far North Queensland, so I sort of grew up listening to country music, which is pretty standard for most people that find themselves in, singing country music.
Yep.
And I always had just loved to sing. Like apparently I sang before I talked, and I can talk a lot, so I think that's pretty mean feat. But I just love the country feel, and of course I'm a real lyrics lover. And I'm today with one of my songs that I did, if it makes you feel something or remember something, that's what music also is about for me. And I find that with country music, past and some present, that feeling is still very, very, very present, I suppose. And you can get that from a song.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Look, I was listening to Christy James earlier, and she was playing Van Perry, and
Yep.
I leant over to my husband and just said, "This reminds me of Albuquerque. We travelled across America last
There
year,
you
and
go.
we actually saw the Van Perry there, and it was just that
Yes.
song." And
Yep.
I mean, Drew has just played Beer Money. I mean,
Yes.
that reminds us of LA, the first
course.
time that we saw Kip.
Kip
So yeah,
Moore,
I mean,
yep.
you're right.
Yeah.
Songs have meaning or feeling even, and
Sure.
they take you back to those certain times.
definitely.
So, I mean, I guess from a songwriter's point of view, you write a song. I mean, I believe you've written a song about your mum,
Yeah.
and I know that your mum was, such a huge part of your life. So
Yes.
when she passed, that was tough. I mean, how hard is it to write such a meaningful song like that and then have to perform it live for the first time?
Yeah, it is hard. I mean, but I suppose there's also a song that I do about my kids called Three Little Lives.
Yeah.
And in fact, a lady came up to me just before, and she said that song stops her in her tracks, and she says, "How do you sing it and not cry?" Well, I don't think about them.
Yeah.
Like I don't close I do close my eyes a lot when I sing, but I find that from past experience, don't think about them when I'm when I'm singing the song. I wrote a song for my mum. It was kind of a twofold because I had a massive car accident in March that I was very lucky to walk away from, and I bellyached whether to put it on Facebook and stuff, that it happened. I mean, it was one of those moments that you just kind of think, wow, like somebody was watching over me. And I remember when I put the post up, just the general consensus was, your mum, she must have been watching.
Angels were definitely watching.
That's
over.
right.
Yeah.
And I wrote I wrote She's Watching From Above with Drew and Alan, and we were sitting. It was actually the day that Carl Brodie died.
Oh no!
And we sat down for a session, and Drew sat down and he said, "Oh, Carl just passed away," and we, all of us, kind of just sat around for a really long time and just thought about that, and so when we touched on writing this song, I said I want it to be something positive, and that yes, it could have happened, but it didn't, and we should get a second chance because Carl didn't get a second chance.
That's right.
So Drew came up with the first line, which is, "There was an angel working overtime."
Yeah.
I swear I felt a hand in mine, and we went, "Yep, that's the start of the song."
Yeah.
So look, I feel it all around me all the time. These are the times as I'm getting older and all of these wonderful things are happening with my career, because she was, I suppose your mum's always your first fan and your biggest fan.
Yep.
And she'd be loving all of this. She always used to say to me, when I performed anywhere, she'd go, "Look, I'm going to go and sit. You won't be able to see me, but I'm here." And now I kind of just think, it's sort of still saying,
she's
I
there
can't
somewhere.
see her. I still can't see her, but I always save her a seat when I'm doing a show.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So now, how did you end up playing today? I know a lot of people were contacted by by Cole Finley.
Yes.
He, it's been a long day, believe
know,
me.
it
I
has
need to
been
go home. So Cole has been amazing, and I mean, you obviously know Cole.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Cole.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, so did he, extend the hand to you and say, "Hey, Seleen, look, we're doing this."
Yeah.
And then here we are. You've just played an hour and a half set.
Yep.
Which everybody loved. You had people up dancing on the dance floor, and I mean, I always enjoy going to things like that. So, but I mean, you're playing sort of in your neck of the woods. You're
not far.
from this side. So I guess playing shows in your own backyard is good because your fans are here.
Yeah.
So that's always a really good thing.
It is really good. And look, I will always try to do as much as I possibly can for charity and things like that, because as I said, having my mum, that she was obviously very sick before she died, and I grew up in hospitals and with her, sort of alongside her, and I see for many years I saw just so many selfless people just doing so many things, and I thought, look, if I can always give my time, I'm never that busy that I can't give it may not be a lot of time, but I will give as much as I can. And I want my children to, follow my example and, know that it doesn't have to be about the almighty dollar all the time.
Yes.
That sometimes you just need to make your heart feel good,
Yeah.
And I think that makes a really big difference. So obviously we all know that the plight of the farmers in Australia is just horrendous, and they need so much help. And I'm no expert. I mean, my family come from the land, but I live in the city, so I'm not living it day to day. I don't know.
Right.
So if I can come perform for an hour and do something I love to do, and it means that they bought a ticket and it goes to them, then happy days.
Totally. And it was really, well, for me it was quite emotional to see those 5 or 6 trucks roll out of here this morning.
Absolutely.
And fully laden with hay, and they were actually driving to Warwick to pick up their dogs because they can't bring them here.
Of course.
But standing there and watching them drive by, knowing that they're going out to help the farmers, and it's like, do you know what? It makes you proud to be an Aussie.
Oh, it does.
I mean, that patriotic sense is just there, and
for sure.
It really is heartwarming. So all right, well we're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
But just before we do, where can your fans find you?
They can find me on my brand new website, because I just launched my brand new website last week.
Yeah.
SeleenMcAllister.com. So I've been very, very blessed to have a lot of wonderful people working with me and sponsoring me. My Lineback Toyota and Billa Wheeler, of course, Lock It In, Aztec Avenue, and of course Cole Clark. So all of those things, you can find out everything about them on my website as well, if you want to have a look at that. Music, all my downloads, all the new album, past albums, everything there. There's a little bit of information about me too. So so it's pretty exciting. I want it to be really easy for people to get around and find out things about me and that sort of stuff.
Awesome. So and the last question I've got for you is, we're having a dinner party.
Yes.
And you're only allowed to have 3 people.
Oh gosh, I hate these ones.
I know. Everyone's not liked this one today.
All right, so 3 people that aren't here anymore.
You can have any 3.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go with my mum.
Of course.
Peter Allen.
Oh, yes.
Very big Peter Allen fan.
Cool.
Very big Peter Allen fan. The third one. Oh gosh, that's really hard. I won't make you wait forever. Look, I'm inspired by so many different people. You know what? I would love to sit with Barack Obama and find out what all the things that he did in his tenure, because he was awesome. Like, he was really
Well,
good.
we all think he was awesome. The Americans all hated
I know,
him, so
right?
it's really
very weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
very,
that.
very strange. But you're right, and I mean, and it's great to ask that question
Yeah.
because everyone has something so totally different, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, all of a sudden we get this,
I just
this
got
other
really-
insight.
I got really interested in all the things that he did, and I think I'm a real big character. I like people that are strong character. I like people with integrity.
Yep.
I'm all about integrity. I have never and will never, put myself in a position where I would, trot on someone to get where I want or
Yeah.
anything like that. It's just not in me.
Yeah.
Maybe I've lost opportunities because of it, but you know what?
It is what it is.
It wasn't
That's
my
right.
journey.
Yep.
If that's the case. So I just think it's interesting. It would be very interesting to talk over a table and ask him all the things he tried to do and achieve, and maybe didn't always achieve. But so
Awesome.
inspired by that.
Wonderful. Well, that's it for today.
Yes.
So thank you very much,
Thank you,
Seleen,
Jo.
for coming on.
And you can find the new album on my website too. Follow the Journey.
have to get that album. It's actually quite a good album.
Thank you, Jo.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
like it.
Thank you.
So, and if I like it, it must be good, right?
Must be.
Has to be.
Do yourself a favour, isn't that
That's
what they
it.
say,
Do
Jo?
yourself a favour.
That's it.
Rush out now and buy Seleen McAllister's new album.
Thank you.
Thank you.